All right, well, he lost both of his legs in a bomb blast while serving in Afghanistan. Now retired U.S. Marine Johnny Joey Jones is turned away after 5 hours from his local VA without receiving treatment. Jones took his frustration to Twitter, writing this. He said, "Dear @Department of Veterans Affairs, what am I supposed to do? How do I get the treatment I need/deserve if following your direction gets me a 5-hour wait, smart comments, and turned away?" Retired U.S. Marine Corps bomb technician Johnny Joey Jones joins me now. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it. So you stepped on an IED on August 6th of 2010 in Afghanistan for our country. Ever since then, you've been managing those wounds as a great American. Then you turn to the VA and you say, "Hey, I just want the basic treatment you promised me I would get." Talk to us about that story.
Absolutely. And let me say, the treatment I deserve is for raising my right hand, not for accidentally getting blown up. Those just happen to be the injuries I need to treat. And so, you know, I've had no legs for 8 years. I've been a part of this system for 8 years. I've tried to keep my medical care actually through TRICARE and Medicare. And through a problem with Medicare, which they've admitted to be their fault, I really don't have that option right now. So I'm having to go to the VA. I get a monthly pain medication prescription. It's an opioid. It's a very moderate amount. I've seen firsthand through losing my own best friend to suicide what those opioids can do. I'm looking for other alternate pain treatment. We're going down that path finally. But until then, until I can move my treatment to VA, I needed to get a refill so that I could be ready for my May 21st appointment and talk to a pain medication doctor about that. My primary care doctor that's yet to be assigned to me in 18 months of going for checkups.
Wait, so if 18 months of going for checkups, you've yet to be assigned to primary care, and then when you go in for care, you wait
there we go
5 hours and are treated rudely for getting the care that you're looking for.
I was told to keep my pain medication until my May 21st appointment. This was back in February. I was told I needed to go into an emergency room, present a current prescription I'm getting from a civilian doctor, and tell them I need refills, and they would refill it month by month. I've since learned you don't go to an emergency room for that, which it made sense to me, but that's what I was told 3 different times on the phone, and that they wouldn't refill it for that long of a time. And just one thing after another, honestly. It's been a disinformation campaign, and that's been the biggest problem. The 5-hour wait, I can deal with that. But I showed 4 people at the VA my prescription and what I was there for, 2 nurses, 2 doctors. And finally, the second doctor just let me know, hey, this isn't our policy. We can't do anything for you. Since then, I've also learned from the gentleman who runs basically the physicians there in the emergency room that isn't a policy, it's a common practice. So each physician could decide to make that prescription. So long story short, they didn't know anything about my time on Fox News or my public persona, the fact that I can reach people and let them know. So before I left, I wrote my name and an email down. I said, listen, I want to let you know you're going to hear about this because this isn't right. Since then, I've heard from both my Georgia senators, 3 different representatives, multiple VA administrators because I've put this out there on Twitter. But the point is that shouldn't be why they reach out to me and apologize or fix this problem.
Well, good on you. You have the platform to do that, but the guys we served with, other guys don't, and so they get stuck inside the system. We did reach out to the VA for comment. They have not gotten back to us yet. But you also tweeted this about this incident. You said, "Okay, @RealDonaldTrump, I'm officially throwing my name in that hat for mid-level management at the VA Office of Disability Assistance." I think you should shoot higher than that, personally. Backlog, smacklog, @Brian Mast, Florida, who's a congressman in Florida, who also lost his legs. "And I fought a war together, lost legs together, and recovered together. We'll fix this together, too." #Secretary Mast. You want to be a part of this solution. What is the solution, do you think, at VA?
Listen, 10 months after I lost my legs, I took myself to work at the House Veterans Affairs Committee under Chairman Jeff Miller. Matter of fact, the Marine Corps didn't even know that's what I was doing. I wanted to be a part of a solution. During that time, I went through the VA process, and since then, I've helped run 2 multi-million-dollar military nonprofits that work really well and provide brain treatment to veterans that just can't get it at the VA. I've known you very well. I know Brian Mast very well. There's a really nice short list for people who can fix this problem, especially the veterans on that list. If I can help you guys out, whoever it is that gets picked for this next job, that's what I want to do. The problem at the VA is a cultural problem. Listen, it doesn't take a lot to understand. The VA doesn't have to compete for our business. So if we can take our business and, more importantly, our funding elsewhere, a lot of those problems will self-correct because now they need that. That's a big problem there. On top of that, we're simply not getting to veterans quick enough. And we're not doing that because the metrics we use to judge the performance of the VA are you satisfied with your treatment is the only way we judge this. So there's a long way to go, but it can be done, and I hope to help out when I can.
Absolutely. Well, Johnny Joey Jones, by bringing this to the public's attention, you're advancing the conversation. Of course, the president wants choice for veterans, which is exactly what you're talking about. That choice drives everything else. Keep up the fight. We're going to keep tracking you. Keep in touch with us as well. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Pete.
You got it.